wild animals and wild places. They're more than a picture. They're inspiration, excitement, and adventure. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of our great outdoors. This week on Wardens.
But today we're going to be looking for this guy, and hopefully we can find him. We don't do this because of antlers. We do it because of protection of wintering wildlife.
People do it just to collect them, and other people do it to sell them. They've got actually some value.
Actually, we're looking for a guy today. Hopefully we can find him.
In Montana's Region 4, wildlife management areas like Sun River Game Range are open from noon on May 15th through December 1st. People can camp, hike, ride ORVs, and pick up antler sheds. But when the range is closed, wardens patrol them to make sure the wintering elk and deer herds are staying protected.
We had a pretty exceptional year catching antler thieves. We set out a bunch of cameras.
After you turn it on, we'll just...
I'm over here. I'm neighboring warden to Dave, and I actually live in between two of the major game ranges, Sun River Game Range, this one being one, and Blackfoot Clearwater, the other one. So I come over with Dave to help him put cameras up and patrol by horseback looking for trespassers.
I set these things up around the game range, along trails that people are normally going to walk. It's another deterrent. You know, if they know we're using these things, it might, in the back of their mind, think, I better not be walking around the game range. I might end up walking in front of a camera. So it's another deterrent. No secret, I tell people I use them.
Sergeant Dave Holland is looking for one individual captured on trail camera.
Pretty obviously why he was on the game range. The pictures we got with him, he was carrying antlers. The majority of people understand what the game range is for. It's for the wildlife. We don't want to disturb them in the wintertime, but there is that segment of people that just ignore that and go on anyway. We're not trying to protect antlers. We don't do this because of antlers. We do it because of protection of wintering wildlife.
And he's hoping the guy he's looking for will be at the official opening of the game range.
But today we're going to be looking for this guy, and hopefully we can find him. This is our one opportunity where all these antler hunters come together in one place, and he'll be here. We got to start looking for him here. We're going to be passing photographs out to all the wardens so they know what he looks like.
In Montana's Region 1, Warden Chris Crane is assisting Columbia Falls Police Department with a traffic stop.
You good? Okay, will do. Okay. Hey, he's got a kid in the passenger seat. Hey, how are you?
Good.
I'm Chris. Is that your dad there? No? Who's that?
It's just one of my mom and dad's friends.
Mom and dad, okay.
We find dope on the driver, so he's going to jail. But they can't leave the minor all alone in the parking lot.
Looks like your buddy that you're hanging out with might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that? What's going on? Okay. So we might need to get you a ride somewhere, okay? Or get somebody to come pick you up. So
I know my dad's phone number.
we'll make arrangements. Just hang on tight.
What you guys?
You want me to handle this for you?
If you
Will
want
you
to,
handle? Yeah, and then you can.
Okay.
because you got some other stuff to do here. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, appreciate that. Okay, he's going to help you out here.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, this is Chris Crane. I'm a game warden with Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. And he's not in trouble.
Back in Montana's Region 4, a cool, wet, and rainy May 15th doesn't stop shed hunters from lining up at the range gates well before noon.
These are some pictures that we took on the game range of a guy that we're looking for today. We're going to try to ID him. He should be here today. There we go. Don't want to run anybody over.
May 15th on the Sun River Game Range in Montana's Region 4 is a big day. People race through the gates at noon, mostly to collect shed antlers. For some, it's a fun sport.
The two small ones on the end that were found on this property, and the rest we got today.
For others, it's big business.
It's like Easter egg hunting, except you don't have to eat them.
People do it just to collect them, and other people do it to sell them. They've got actually some value.
They're worth quite a bit now as the demand goes up. You know, we buy them by the pound, and it just depends, it just depends how many pounds they pick up.
My best weekend was $1,800 worth. That was down in Wyoming.
The going rate on the brown elk now is between $12 and $14 a pound, and the deer's about the same, $10 to $12. But it fluctuates up and down. As there's no demand, the price goes down.
Wardens working the game ranges on opening days in the past have seen it all.
Come over here and talk to me for a second. Come here. I'll tell you right now, no more dope smoking here, okay? I can smell the marijuana in there. All right.
Hey, don't try and do it. Game warden, stop! You will go to jail.
Hey, everybody up in the tents, right now, get up and get out of your tents. You guys have to get this cleaned up in 10 minutes, do you understand? Technically, you're on the game range, it's closed. This is ridiculous. Get up and pick everything up.
We're gonna be all, Daytona 500 at the gate right here. Everybody else is gonna be trying to pass each other. We got the old 95 Chevy down there in the bottom, and we're just gonna give a floor to the board, and just get her done.
It's not that hard to tell me what your name is, you know what I mean? So tell me what your real name is.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. The sooner the truth comes out, the sooner we all get out of here and we're done. But if you want to go down that road, you go ahead and go down that road, okay? So think about that for a while.
You're detained until we hear from your PO, do you understand?
You're used to lying to cops.
This year, they are on the lookout for one individual who was caught trespassing on the game range by a trail camera. Sergeant Dave Holland has passed his photo around to fellow wardens, and as they watch the people drive, ride, and run onto the range, Warden Sean Briggs thinks he spots the suspect.
That guy? Yep. Here, just following. I'll be right up.
I'm pretty sure, not 100%.
Do you have the glasses? So Sean just thinks he ID'd the guy from the Black Leaf that we're looking for. So he's gonna follow him up, find out where he parked, and then we're gonna try to go have a chat with him. He's pretty sure it was him. Sean thinks he's ID'd the Black Leaf guy.
In Region 4, wardens, including Sergeant Dave Holland, are patrolling the Sun River Game Range in southwest Montana. They have a photo of someone who has been trespassing on the ranges and are hoping to find him on the official opening of Sun River.
He's up here on a four-wheeler. Sean's gonna go up and try to contact him.
I copy. Is he still on the road or in the game range now?
He got by me. He's up on the game range somewhere. Sean's just following to try to catch up with him.
I copy. We'll mosey that way and see what we can help out.
Okay, copy that. People are still rolling in here, but...
In Montana's Region 1, Warden Chris Crane is waiting with a miner for his dad to show up. The miner was riding with a family friend when the truck was pulled over. Columbia Falls police found marijuana on the driver, so they took him to jail. Now, Warden Crane is staying with the miner until he can be picked up and taken home.
Be on his way. He'll be here about 15 minutes. So we'll make sure we'll stay here until he comes. Okay. So we can. I'll stay here with if you want, and then and just hang out here. And I got my videographer guy with me, and then you guys can do what you need. You're gonna do a search at all, or you're gonna seize it and then?
No, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead. I got the dope, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll run him back to station, get him booked in.
Is that him? Okay.
Dad! Dad!
Just to cover my butt, you have an ID
Sure,
or something?
yeah,
Just okay. I could see there's a connection there, but thanks for coming and picking him up.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. He did really good. He was a little scared. He got a little scared at first, and then so he started talking about bow hunting in school and stuff like that. And
Cool.
so.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, sorry that had to happen to him. See you later. Have a good weekend.
Back in Montana's Region 4.
48414. Hi.
Where's his are those at the bottom of the hill?
Yeah. Neither of them are licensed. I don't think they have stickers either.
But they weren't the people that Brett talked to. It wasn't them?
Definitely not them.
How'd you get the name?
His buddy pulled up afterwards. I said, he asked me, have you seen a green ATV with two black things on it? I said, just so happens.
The wardens run his info and hope to match him to the person they are looking for.
Well, it was quick when I looked up and saw his face. And his
Did he have his glasses?
He has glasses on. And that's what really kind of linked me into it. And I could be wrong. Maybe my ID's not quite right, but it was quick, and he was driving by on an ATV, and he was in a hurry because he was passing people as he went.
In Montana's Region 3.
We're the largest antler dealers in the world. We export to Asia, and then domestically we produce tons and tons of dog chews per year.
Don Schaffler runs Rocky Mountain Antler Museum, where they take antlers to make almost anything you can imagine.
We also make chandeliers and antler craft and supply a lot of other craftsmen with the material. The chandelier designs are what we call craft grade antlers like these. They're perfect, there's no chews, no broken points, and they're all uniform and good color. They bring a little bit more than the ones that are damaged or something, but not much. Most all of them end up getting cut up for one purpose or another. Unless they're trophy size. If it makes the Boone and Crockett minimums, whether they're sheds or racks, they're always worth more for trophies.
Don says it's an activity that a lot of people can enjoy.
It's like hunting, you know, it's a renewable source. During March is when the elk shed and the people are out there, you know, they keep an eye on them. And most of the people that pick them up, if they're lucky enough to find something, they're not going to sell them. That's their trophies.
Yeah, I have a few sets that I kept all my life. I'll probably never sell.
Monty Merritt has been picking up antlers since he was a kid. Some he's sold, some he's kept.
There's one. Teddy, you almost missed it. Teddy, there you go. Look at that one. That's a nice one. I have sold some through the years, and I wish I hadn't, because it doesn't matter the size sometimes, it's the color or the abnormality points, but I have sold quite a few through the years, and I'm sorry for it.
We buy most of our antlers probably from May through August during the summer months. Most of them are picked up and gathered as soon as the snow melts.
Yeah, in the spring I start Valentine's Day for deer, even though they're not totally dropped, but it's a good time to start. Some guys start earlier, and of course the elk, April Fool's Day is April 1st, so that's a good time to start, and they still have the horns too, a lot of them.
A majority of the antlers at Don's shop come from the Rocky Mountain region, but he buys antlers from all over North America.
We buy wherever there's antlers, we buy them. North America, from Alaska to the Mexican border. We don't buy any south of the border. So we probably buy 90%, maybe more, and most of it comes from the Rocky Mountains. Most of the antlers that are picked up, or a big percent of them, end up here in Ennis.
And he's got more than 20 storage bins full of antlers to make all kinds of furniture and crafts.
Depending on the year, but usually in excess of 100 tons a year. We do a lot of weddings, you know, I don't know if that's strange. It's getting more popular since that Duck Dynasty. The older the couple renewed their vows, and they had an arch there with some antlers on it, and boy, that triggered something. Now we get a lot of requests for weddings.
Wardens in Montana's Region 4 have spent the first part of opening day at the Sun River Game Range looking for someone they believe has been trespassing on the game areas. The wardens have trail cam photos of the subject. And when the gates opened and people poured into Sun River looking for shed antlers, Warden Sean Briggs spotted the guy they were looking for.
That guy?
Now, Briggs and Sergeant Dave Holland have caught up with the suspect.
So we got a couple issues here.
I don't really want to be on
camera. That's fine, we don't have to be on camera, but okay, you don't have a driver's license. It's suspended. You're driving on a county road here. This vehicle's not registered. Okay, do we want to go down that road?
I mean, not really.
Okay. Honesty. You want to be honest with us?
I've already told you guys everything.
Let me see your driver's license. Let me see your driver's license.
They run his record and find he's had an issue with Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks before.
So we're gonna follow you back to your truck. We're gonna need your driver's license from you because DMV told us to pick it up from you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Stand right here. Don't move away. I don't care. Just ignore the camera.
Sorry.
But I'm telling you not to.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you not to move.
I know, I'm trying to get away from the camera.
I'm telling you not to move.
I know you are.
So don't move.
I'm gonna move from the camera.
Okay. I'm telling you not to move.
I know.
Ignore the camera.
Ignore. Why?
And I understand that. You can turn your back to the camera, but to stop moving, okay?
Well, have him stop trying to get in front of me then.
Okay, well, he's behind you now, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to follow you back, get your driver's license. You don't have any warrants for your arrest?
I don't think so, no.
You don't think so? What was the fines for?
Driving with my Jeep windows too muddy.
Okay, who wrote you that ticket?
Oh, calling the police, I don't know.
And when was that?
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay, so you've had this thing out for 3 years and you haven't paid your tickets?
I'm paying on my fines. But...
Okay, what else have you been arrested for?
Oh, MIPs. I think that's about it.
You think?
This is a large cabin. There's a white gun pickup and a 35-foot fifth wheel in front of it.
Well, we ID'd him up here, but he's not confessing. Anyways, we're hooking him up. He has a suspended driver's license and an unregistered OHV here, so we're writing him for those 2 violations. What was your previous fishing game ticket you got about 2 years ago?
Oh, that was fishing a week before season on the creek.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Who wrote you that ticket?
A guy out of Boulder.
Okay.
I think.
Is that the only
outside of Montana City?
Is that your only other fishing game violation?
Yeah, I don't have any. No.
Okay, so it's fishing closed waters.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Okay. I just saw where you we had contacted you before.
Oh, okay.
That must have
Yeah,
been
it's
it.
like fishing like a week before, 5 days before creek season opens.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna, yeah. So we're gonna go visit with the county attorney, give them our statements. It'll be up to them how we're gonna proceed with the criminal trespass, okay?
The unregistered four-wheeler ticket cost this guy $85. Additionally, he was charged with the lesser of the 2 trespass violations, which is a commission rules and regulation ticket and a fine of $135. Criminal trespass would have been a $500 fine and possible jail time. Wild animals and wild places. They're more than a picture. They're inspiration, excitement, and adventure. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of our great outdoors. This week on Wardens.
So we're looking for road hunting. I have a real problem in this area.
Put the gun down, step out of the vehicle.
Training a canine for fishing game work like we do, can't really take a lot of days off.
It's deer season in Montana's Region 2.
It's not very heavy, so you can carry it.
Wardens Ezra Swam and Bill Copen are setting up a remote-controlled robotic deer decoy just off a well-traveled country road.
Okay, we got one coming. Let's go, get out of here. One's coming.
When Warden Copen hears an oncoming vehicle, he must move fast to get out of the potential line of fire.
Get down, get down. Get down.
Billings Direct, FG59.
In Region 5, out on patrol, Warden Paul Lupke comes across a hunter gutting a mule deer in a deep roadside ditch.
I'm going to be out with 2 subjects. We are on Huntley Butte Road, just north of Absaroka.
I was just asking where it laid dead over here.
Over at the bottom of the hill.
Just like right there.
In the, yeah, right, diagonal from us.
Okay. Not too far, just right to the base of those trees.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any shell casings over there? You didn't put it out of its misery over there? Okay.
It was all up there.
All right.
The hunter admits he's not sure if he was on private land or block management land when he took the shot.
The block management is the dotted lines up here, and they shot it off, or they had it off the left here. He was obviously hiding down a ditch, because I wouldn't even seen it if it wasn't for the camera guy sitting in the passenger side looking down.
Actually, way up on top.
The warden interviews the hunter who admitted to shooting the mule deer, and he tries to pinpoint the location from where the shot was fired.
We'll go up there and try to find that shell casing with the dog. Okay. I will call you when I get up there, and you can let me know if I'm in the general area. If I'm way
my phone's
off,
on top of the
okay, as long as it's off to that bush, that you're pretty reasonably sure that's where it is?
Yeah.
And there's going to be shell casing up there somewhere? Yeah. Okay, we'll find it. I just want to make sure that's all in the block management, okay? Okay. Because it kind of sounds like, it's fine, I understand you get, you get excited, you see a deer, sometimes you can lose track of where you are. Yeah. Let me verify that. You guys hang out and I'll be with you. Okay.
Back in Region 2, with the oncoming car continuing on without incident, Warden Copen is able to get to his observation point on the other side of the road from the decoy he has set up.
Until we get across the road, I don't feel very good. Once we're across that road, it's fine.
So we're looking for road hunting. I have a real problem in this area. And we got a means to stop it. And it's called patrolling. And then the other means is the decoy. It's where it puts the game warden and the animal together. And we wait for an illegal shooter or the violator to make the decision to take it legal or illegal. So up until the time they take it illegally, they're just a sportsman and hunter. It's all on them. These animals are right where they're at. It's not entrapment, and they're out here in the woods. And if they go and make a legal decision and shoot it legally, no problem. That's all we're after. But if they shoot from that vehicle, or they shoot over the vehicle or from the bed, or use the vehicle in any way, that's illegal.
Warden Schwam and his wife Nancy, who will be operating the decoy, meet to discuss their plan.
Otherwise, there's a road right down here. We'll just go dump everything and then we'll just come back and we'll get it.
Copen decides to stage up the road in case any potential road hunter makes a run for it.
We're cruising.
One year Bill and I did it on the last day. We had 5 people shoot the deer out the window of the truck.
Here we go. This one's gonna shoot it.
Game warden, put the gun down. Put the gun down, step out of the vehicle. Bill, we got a shooter.
In Montana's Region 2, Wardens Bill Copen and Ezra Schwam set up a decoy in an area where they've had problems with people shooting from their vehicles. The decoy has attracted the attention of several motorists, but it was this white pickup that just couldn't resist.
Game warden, put the gun down. Put the gun down, step out of the vehicle. Bill, we got a shooter.
10-4, head your way.
You got the gun safe? How about if I have you put it on the tailgate? Crack the bolt open for me, please. So what is wrong? And the road. Can't shoot from the road either. But you were all the way in the vehicle. You never got out of the vehicle, okay? Okay. And the reason we're doing this is because it's a big problem. If you got out of the vehicle and started towards the edge of the road, I'd have shut you down, told you thank you, and moved you on, okay? We're not gonna let people just shoot it, just to shoot it. How many people you got in that rig there? Just the driver yet? No. Okay. Any other guns in there? Okay. How we doing? You guys don't have any other weapons on you right now? Everything's in the truck? Okay, thank you. If you guys could just hang out right here for me, okay?
Warden Copen drives in from his spot up the road.
This is Bill.
How you doing? I'm the game warden out of Greeley Lake. I've met you guys before. Let's just not point that at anybody. Is that the weapon?
Yeah, that's a weapon.
Are you a shooter, ma'am?
I am.
You have your licenses?
I do.
You guys got your licenses while we're here? Just check them quick. Okay. Got your... Yeah, Bill.
Just fell out of the rig.
Thanks. Okay, and you got your conservation license. Okay. So you just did just the elk tag?
No, I didn't do that, but I remember last week.
Oh, okay, you filled that one already. Okay, perfect. Thanks. Just along for the ride? Okay.
Just for me, will you reenact without the weapon where you were, man? So that's shooting from a vehicle. And I'm gonna go ahead and shut this. We'll address that. You guys are all set. You can hop back in your rigs. They're all set, Ezra? Got all the licenses checked?
She's just riding along. Check these two guys.
Did they hit it? Did she hit it? I'll take that casing. Did you hit it, you think? I don't think you did. Is it still running? All right, we'll just get this handled. You guys can follow me up to the next turn and just take that left, and we'll get out of the way here and get it addressed. It's shooting from a vehicle, you know that now. And that's illegal. And even the roadway, you got to be off the road, borrow pit, burn.
Yep. And I explained, Bill, that if she'd have got out and started off to the edge of the road, that we would have. We were going to shut them down.
Serial number, you'll get it back. We won't keep the weapon.
You got the casing?
Yep, thanks.
Okay.
Guys,
This is Ula. Hi, Ula. This is my new working dog, 1.5-year-old Dutch Shepherd.
In Montana's Region 5, it's the first day of field work for Ula, Warden Paul Lukey's K9 partner. Ula has had months of training experience leading up to today.
As far as training a canine for fishing game work like we do, it's pretty involved. I mean, you can't really take a lot of days off. You need to constantly be keeping fresh shell casings for her to find, laying out tracks for her. You got to keep a certain amount of fresh wildlife in your freezer at home so you can plant that out there and kind of get her really used to just indicating on those specific odors. You have to put some distraction type scents in with it, so you don't want her, hitting on beef or pork or something in somebody's cooler in the back of their truck. We only want her specifically to indicate on wildlife that we're looking for, which in our case is mostly deer, elk, upland birds, fish. We'll go up there and try to find that shell casing with the dog. Okay. I will call you when I get up there, and you can let me know if I'm in the general area.
My phone's on top of the...
Okay, but as long as it's off to that bush with that, you're pretty reasonably sure that's where it is?
Yeah.
And there's going to be a shell casing up there somewhere? Yeah. Okay, we'll find it. I just want to make sure that's on the block management, okay?
Okay.
We'll find if my newly trained dog's able to find a shell casing up there. So it'll be a good test for her. Hopefully there's a shell casing up here.
Today, Ola is on the hunt for a spent shell casing, but her training covers much more.
Okay, so this is a wildlife detection wall that I've set up, and this is a way to introduce the canine that you're training to do detection work with for any type of scent, whether it's drugs or deer meat or fish and game stuff or bombs. It's all kind of the exact same thing. The substance doesn't matter as much as the training does. So you can teach a dog find mule deer meat, elk meat, or also meth or cocaine or whatever. It's all the same to the dog. It's all just a big game. So anyway, how this works is every one of these holes has a piece of PVC in it, so you can put a whole bunch of conflict odors or distraction odors, whatever you want to call it. Put dog food in there, meat, household things, whatever, just something to throw the dog off. So some of these will be filled with various scents. And then this contraption here is a little PVC slide. In here I have a piece of MD mule deer meat, just frozen mule deer meat with a little vent. in the bottom for the odor to go through. And basically what that does is it goes in there, it concentrates the odor. I put a cap on the end of that. When the dog indicates on the odor, we're trying to train her to find the meat and stare at it. That's how she's indicating and showing me where it is. The ball comes out of the hole, which trains her to focus directly on the scent. It's a pretty slick setup. It's kind of a two-person job, so I got my assistant back there. We'll bring her out, and you'll be able to see right away. She's done this a bunch, so she loves this. She's totally ready to go. The general idea is she should check each of the holes, ignore the stuff that we don't want her to find or indicate on. She'll hit that mule deer meat, stare at it, and then a ball comes shooting out, and that's a reward. And then we keep training records. So if we did ever have to go to a court, in a court case, go to a trial, I'd be able to say, yeah, this is a certified working canine from this organization. Here's her training records, and this is how many hours of training she does per year or per month or whatever. So it's just like being any type of law enforcement officer or game warden. There's always constant training involved, you know, whether it be with firearms, defensive tactics, legal updates. For her, it's tracking, article search, and finding wildlife. And she likes the training. To her, it's all just play. Right? Right? Ula. Okay.
Warden Lukey has a general location where the shell should be, but he's relying on Ula's nose to pinpoint the exact spot the shot was fired.
Look at that.
Warden Lukey is investigating this dead mule deer. It was shot close to the border between private land and block management land, and now he's trying to find the exact location of the shot with the help of his canine partner, Ula.
Look at that. Good job! Good job! Good dog! That's a good deal! That's a good deal! Indicated on it, just like she was trained. There's the hose. Anyway, I kicked Ula loose. See the shell casing right there. Took her about 20 seconds to find it. That's her first official her real find as a trained canine, so I'm ecstatic about that. That's just super cool. And she just wants to play. You are a good dog. That was awesome. Just like she's trained to do, and you can see they're not on block management, they're on private property, so we got some problems. They're good, pop, pop. So, on the GPS, that flag is where the shell casing was.
Okay.
Maybe this is even a better way to see it. The block management is everything on this side.
Oh.
Yeah, so you were off the block management when you shot it by a little ways.
I'll accept that.
And I know that you know that because otherwise you wouldn't have, if you thought you were on block management, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't have done the same thing in your situation. You shoot it, it's over just a little bit, run it over to where you think it was block management and then gut it. Okay, that's understandable. I'm not gonna treat you like a villain for that, okay? You get a ticket, lose the deer. It's actually pretty minor compared to a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And I got to do my job, and we got to make sure people play by the rules. You know what I mean? So, and I appreciate you being ultra cooperative with me. It's just a matter of scratching out a hunt without landowner permission ticket.
Okay.
The deer goes with us, unfortunately for you.
Okay.
And you guys go down the road. Fail to obtain landowner permission to hunt big game. It's not trespassing, it's failing to get permission. We discussed that at length, so we don't need to talk about that anymore. Bond's exactly like I told you, 170. Appearance date is the 23rd of November 2015. You don't have to appear. You just got to send the money in or go pay in person.
Okay.
If you don't want to appear. Do it on or before that date, otherwise they do issue a warrant, okay?
The hunter is ticketed for hunting without landowner permission, plus the mule deer is confiscated.
That's a case that you start on the gravel road and end on the gravel road. Actually, I probably never would have even seen the guy, but my cameraman saw a guy in orange gutting out a deer right down there on that steep bank, and he said, oh, there's a guy gutting out a deer right there.
I would never have seen it because it was a super steep bank. But what he was doing, you could see the gut pile down there.
He was trying to hide. He didn't want to be seen because he signed on to a block management area that he had permission on, shot it on private property. The deer ran down and crossed the road. You see the drag mark across the road. Died over there. Knew he was trespassing. Grabbed the deer, dragged it up over the road, hid down underneath a steep bank, was gutting it out while his buddy was coming to get the truck. So that was completely in the timing. If we'd have been literally 2 or 3 minutes later or earlier, we wouldn't even have known that he was down there doing that because his buddy just would have pulled up, thrown the deer in the pickup and split. How do I know that he was trespassing? During the interview, he told me there's gonna be some shell casings up there. I turned my new dog Ula loose, and it was pretty amazing. She just nailed it, ran right up to it, indicated on it just like she'd been trained to do. That's her first really official real fine during work, and that helped put him away for a trespassing deal. Wrote him a ticket, sent him on their way. Guy said thank you, which is always a little weird, but almost makes me always wonder if there's something else to it when they're that happy to be getting away with a trespassing ticket. But he had his tag on it, and I'm pretty satisfied. Dog did the job. I'm pretty happy about it.
Back in Region 2, Warden Coben issues a ticket to this road hunter for shooting from a vehicle, which is also a $135 fine. The decoy lived to see another day.